What is up, Weirdo Collective? Thank you, weirdos, for watching my videos. My 8 viewers, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, I've been inspired to make a video regarding narcissistic abuse recovery, and I'm sitting here watching the sunset and watching my chickens go to bed, and I figured what better time, okay, when I'm just relaxing here. And I wrote out I got a chalkboard, okay, because I have terrible focus, especially after 5 o'clock. Anyway, so I wrote down some tips, okay, that have helped me immensely along my journey in covert narcissistic abuse, and I want to share because like, these things took me a really long time to learn. So why not share, and maybe I could help someone, someone in particular I'm thinking of, help someone heal quicker and identify and be aware. Okay, here we go. Number 10. These, by the way, are not in any particular order. I feel that they are all extremely important. Okay, they're all very, very, very important. Man, the sunset just looks so beautiful right now. I got the car parked just perfect so I can see the chickens and I can see the sunset. Chickens, sunset. It's very nice. Anyway, these are in no particular order. They're all very, very, very important, each and every one of them. Number 10, excuse me, I want, you have to remember that the people you are dealing with are, and this, by the way, is like, this is, I'm targeting people who are on their journey, okay? If you're not aware of narcissistic abuse and you have clicked this video and you don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't make any sense to you, then don't listen. I don't know. But if you know what I'm talking about, you're going to be on this vibe, okay? You're going to know what I'm talking about, and you're going to vibe with it, okay? Number 10, remember that these people are deeply wounded. When it really comes down to it, they are hurt inside. They're scared little people. And whenever their trauma happened, that's how old they are in their head, okay? That's how they behave, all right? And they just function because they have to. Most of them. A lot of them don't. Anyway, remember, they are two people. They are just deeply, deeply wounded. And, they suck. They can be really shitty. But it just comes from envy and low self-esteem and all that stuff. You got to remember that you are the prize. They want to be like you. You're great. That's why they chose you as their target. So try not to have any hate, okay? Try not to have any hate for anyone in this world, okay? Even if they are shitbags, because really, we're all humans, okay? And we all have some good in us somewhere. And so it's important to understand where they're coming from, 1. 2, take the good from them. Yes, take the good things from them. You learn from them, good things too. Skills, music, hobbies that you didn't know you liked, whatever. So take the good. Take the good from their personality too. They did have their pretend empathy is usually can be very touching. So take the good from them, okay? Also forgive. Oh man, the sunset is just oh my gosh, grays and purples and blues and orange. Oh, it's just so pretty. Sorry. Forgive. You have to forgive too. They are human and they do some really shitty shit, but you gotta forgive them to help yourself. It's not for them, it's for you. And if you have children, it's for your children or your family or whatever. So it's important. Number 9 tip when you're healing from covert narcissism abuse, stay away. Low or no contact. Super important. That's like the main, all right? That's the number 1 thing that's going to help you. Stay away from them. If they're your family or parents to your children, it's low contact is super important. Don't get engaged if you can. Have someone kind of be a mediator between you two. Have a witness, somebody that's not their family. Number 8, YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Like, traditional therapy is great, okay, if you can find someone who specializes in this type of abuse, this kind of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. But if you can't find someone, and I tell you what, like, I don't think that I could have gotten better therapy than YouTube, all right? There's someone out there that you resonate with. There's someone out there that can help you heal. There's someone out there that is a messenger for you, okay? They were put on this earth for you to learn from, to heal from. Find them and learn and heal. YouTube, it's like free. It's like damn near free, okay? Like, I'm all about traditional therapy. It's great, but it can be hard, and it can cost a lot of money too. If you don't have money for therapy, like, what do? You go on YouTube, okay? I love my mentors on YouTube. I have like 20. I have like 100, like, regarding like all life stuff, like horticulture and law of attraction and stuff like that. Like a million. I don't even watch TV anymore. I just listen to YouTube all the time. I'll put YouTube on and eat my dinner. Anyway, YouTube is good. YouTube is your friend. But don't get addicted to the validation. I'm telling you, if you are on a journey of healing right now, you're going to want to keep watching. If you're really committed to healing, you're going to want to keep watching. If you're committed to understanding, you're going to want to keep learning about the disorder. You're going to keep hearing about validation. Or you're going to keep getting validated about things that happen to you that, like, people don't understand, okay? I don't have anybody in my life who understands what I went through besides one person. And, like, she only gets it, like, so far. So I have no one, okay? YouTube is my mentors are my saviors, okay? I can't stress that enough. It's super important. And Facebook groups, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's a lot of people who don't know anything about MPD, and they keep posting their problems and oh, I don't want to leave him. Oh yeah, I understand trauma bond. Okay, if you have a problem leaving your narcissist, you need to look into trauma bond. They're damaging you severely every single day, physically, mentally, emotionally, and you feel like you are stuck. You feel like you love them. You want to help them. You have a trauma bond. Okay, it's like. It's serious. It's serious. So reading that stuff over and over, posted, for me at least, it really down my vibe, man. It was just like, I have to, like, silence the groups. And then, like, I'll find one that one of my mentors created, and it's still not, it's just still get a whole lot of negativity and a lot of sleepy people. Okay, so sorry that kind of dragged on. Number 7, gray rock. Number 7 tip for healing from covert narcissistic abuse is gray rocking. If you haven't learned about that, you need to. Okay, it's about limiting the energy that they are able to take away from you. Okay, this is important. Protecting your energy. Do not give them attention. Okay, no attention, no reactions, no responses. That's what they want. They don't care. They'll take some praise. They'll take some acceptance. They'll take some love. They'll take some affection. Well, they'll take some anger too. They'll take some hate. You breaking shit. They'll take all kinds of stuff. They'll take you crying. Oh, they love that. Oh my God. They're monsters. Okay, they want to see you hurting. All right. So you need to protect yourself. You need to just. Got someone you can vent to, go vent to them. Preferably nobody that is, nobody that can damage your situation further. But gray rocking is super important. If you haven't heard of that, you need to look into it. But really, it just boils down to no emotional reaction, no attention, nothing. Okay, that's gray rocking. Number 6, narc fog. Narc fog is when you're just, like, in total confusion. You're in self-doubt. You have decreased mental clarity. Okay, this happens. You're not even realizing that this is happening. And this is part of, oh man, the sunset just looks, oh man. It is just all these pinks and purples, and oh, it's just so pretty. So pretty. Anyway, stay on track, Holly. I'm talking about narc fog, okay? Now, part of the narc fog is your stress response, your fight or flight, sympathetic nervous response, okay? It's part of that causes some decreased mental clarity, but also just the abuse itself is very brainwashing, and it can cause a lot of confusion in your life and make things really difficult. So you need to keep that in mind, that you're going through that. And even if you don't think that you are, okay? And this also makes you susceptible to other narcissists while you're going through this narc fog, okay? I can't tell you how many times, like, I mean, pretty much all my relationships have been with narcissists, like severe, like really bad. And so, a lot of them would start like very shortly after a previous relationship with a narcissist, because they love to swoop in that confusion. I mean, of course, when you're discarded from a narcissist, you end very confused, and you don't know what happened because their behavior totally contradicted like their actions, and it's very confusing. And that's when another narc likes to come in when you're in that narc fog and play the savior, okay? At least that's how it's happened a lot with me. And so it's important during that time, when, you know, any phase of the abuse, it's important to be sleeping well and eating well if you can. Of course, if you're not able to sleep well, based on things that are happening with this person, and which I have had happen to me, and you need to just leave, you know, because it's important. Self-care is important. Sleep is very, very important, okay? And eating well is very important. Meditation, whatever it is that helps you clear your mind, okay? Nature really helps me. And sitting in my car watching the sunset. But also alone time to recharge your energy too is super important to get out of that narc fog and to help at least kind of wade through the fog a little bit, okay, until you can escape. All right, number 5 is super important, and could be the key thing to your healing, okay? I'm talking about your vibe attracts your tribe. Have you ever heard that before? Okay, your vibe attracts your tribe. Like, it's so freaking true, okay? What you're putting off, your vibration that you're putting off is what brings, you know, that's what you're bringing people to you that are putting off the same vibration. So if you have been the target of a narcissist projection for years and years and years, that is the kind of vibe that you are putting off, pretty much, is that you'll accept that behavior, that your boundaries are limited. So when you're putting that off, that is what is going to come back to you. You're going to, especially if you're an empath. Oh my gosh, the empath narcissist attraction is like crazy. It's freaking crazy, okay? And it's like, it is literally like your energies just like suck each other together. It's crazy, okay? So it's important, for one, to remember that if you're just learning about narcissistic abuse, okay, if you just exited a relationship and you discover that person was a narcissist and you fell for the whole fucking thing, you better start examining your past relationships really well. Examine their persona, examine their behavior, examine when that mask came off. You know, there was a time a mask came off. I'm telling you right now, the point that I'm trying to make is that this person that you experienced just now is not the first. I promise you. If you have attracted a narcissist into your life and gotten fully intertwined, it is not the first. You better check your lineage for one, and you better look at your past relationships and pinpoint pinpoint the red flags that you ignored. Okay, it's important. You will not heal and you will not attract others unless you examine your whole life and all of your relationships. Okay, because that is the beginning of your subconscious programming. Okay, that is what, and this ties into law of attraction. Okay, totally. There's so many wonderful people like me, okay, who are just like, I am so incredibly amazing. I know it. I've known it for a long time. I've been in self-doubt about it for a long time because I've dealt with narcissists like my whole life. But It's like super amazing, and I don't understand why I am not like, well, I'm exactly where I want to be in life. I'll take that back. But like, there's things in my life that are missing that I should have. I'm not talking about a relationship. I'm talking about just like financially and just like there's just like it's just I feel like I'm not where I should be. Okay. So, because of this subconscious programming, okay? And it's about changing it. I've been changing my subconscious programming knowingly for like at least 5 years, okay? And so it's like you need to start there. That's where you start. That's how you avoid getting into cahoots with these people, okay? You gotta change your vibe. You gotta change that vibe and attract a different tribe. I'm finding now that I am changing my vibe. I am attracting a lot of people who are just like me, okay? Who are healing from narcissistic abuse. And a lot of people who have no idea what it is. And I attract a lot of people who are just like me who have no idea they're even being abused at all. Like, oh man, it really breaks my heart to watch. Of course, I won't say I examine things and I'm just like, wow, okay. Moving on. I digress. Your subconscious programming is super important, okay? And while you're at it, look into the law of attraction. Law of attraction will help you. It's about being grateful. It's about gratitude. It's about happiness. It's about, doing what feels good and things that make you happy, okay? That's what it's about. That's what you need to do. Start like breaking away from the narcissist. Just start feeling good. Start doing things that make you happy and get the fuck away from them. That's number 1. Okay. Number 4 tip for those healing from covert narcissistic abuse. Okay. Number 4, no regrets. Have no regrets. Everything in life is meant to happen. Everything that you're going through is supposed to happen. If you believe in reincarnation, I do. I feel like these patterns repeat themselves throughout all of your past lives until one life gets it right. One life has to get it right. One life has to break that cycle, and boom, you're in business, baby. That's enlightenment. That's nirvana right there. Don't regret anything. Everything is happening. Everything you are learning, the way you are put together in the most perfect way, okay? And everything is happening just as it should. And everyone that comes into your life is who is supposed to be there. Their lessons or their blessings. Take the good and learn, okay? Number 3, I gotta go really quick because I have like 20 seconds. Super important. No accusations. Don't clue them into what MPD is because that just gives them a leg up, okay? Don't let them know that you know who they are. Just exit quietly. Number 2, don't trust anyone, mutual friends or their family or even some of your family if they're narcissists too. Number 1 kind of ties into number 2. Stay quiet while you make your exit. Just go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I'll free up some space, I promise.